Hello guys, I hope all are in good health and wealth. A friend of mine came to know that I have just made a YouTube story channel. He was very excited and sent me his true horror story. It was amazing, and I think I want this to be shared on my channel. If you like this, then I must upload this type of true story that you guys just sent me without wasting time and just starting the story. I came to know about your channel only 2 weeks ago. I like stories very much, and I am very fond of Jinnat. Many people do not believe in this, but as Muslims, we know that these things are mentioned in the Quran, so they exist, and I am very fond of them. To know about it, I had to share with you a story of mine which happened to me 8 months ago. That is why I cannot share my name. I have been in Saudi for the last year, but I have not been doing any work for the last 1.5 years. I am just staying here in the room, which I had booked 1.5 years ago, and I had also given 5 months advance for it. The person to whom I had given advance is an Arab. There is a plant store or a Sarah along with my room. Is there anyone here? There is no house etc. in this entire area. There is only one plant store. On the left side of my room, there is a house of a very rich Arab. There is only one house in this entire area. There is my room and a plant store. 1.5 years ago, when I came here, when I got shifted, I experienced one thing here. Everything went well for a month. There is no fan in my room. So in summer it is very hot here, so I have brought a cooler as well. Well, later I started having evil bad dreams. Those drone dreams were like this: someone is coming and attacking me. It happens that when you dream that you are falling, you wake up before falling, so I also have a similar dream daily. I used to think that someone would come and hug me, but I would get up before he could hug me. I thought that I was lying straight, so maybe there was an issue because of this, but this was not the case when my 2nd month started. So this trend started happening to me, so I used to call my mother and tell her that I had such dreams. She used to say to keep the Quran pack in my room, read the Quran pack, and read the Ayatul Kursi, but if I get this dream every day, I get very scared. I used to live here and I live alone here. I sleep there too. It closes at around 8 o'clock, and after this I am alone in this entire Sarah. There is a restaurant at a distance of about 10 kilometers where I eat food, etc. There is a plant store. He is a very rich man, so he comes to work here just as a hobby and to pass the time. He also leaves at 8 o'clock. Well, this horrified dream of mine kept growing. I kept telling my mother, kept telling my brother. So my brothers used to laugh at me saying, "Are you having fun now that you have gone to live alone and you are not doing any work, etc. Come back and work with us." I did not get along with them. This sequence continued for 4 months, and after 4 months, paranormal activities started happening to me. Whenever I used to come to my room, there were 2 gates in my room, one outside gate and one inside which opens with a key. So one day what happened that I came into the room and I opened the door. When I closed it, immediately someone knocked on the door, so I thought that perhaps there was somebody outside. It was 11 o'clock in the night, and that plant store also closes at 8 o'clock, so I thought that there must be some labora, etc. So as soon as I opened the gate, there was no one outside. This was the first activity that happened to me. I thought that maybe I am being bullied because the Arabs here with people like this a lot, so the same thought started coming in my mind. Maybe someone is trying to scare me. Well, I closed the door and came inside. That night passed, and I started getting very scared and kept thinking about who would be at the gate and who would have knocked. There is a window type place in the room, where there is no window, and there is a gutter type space in front of it. At this place there is only sand. The space is the size of a room, and I have covered this place with a hard cloth and closed it because there are mosquitoes from there, etc. come. If there is a storm etc., then sand comes etc., so that's why I have installed it there. Then what happened the next day, that I was sitting, and this cloth is visible in front of the bed. There is no door to my room, only the bar. There is a sink and then there is a washroom, so cloth falls right in front of me, so I have tied it with wipers, etc. It does not fall even with the wind, because I have put a jug below it too, so suddenly it fell, so I thought, there will be wind, but no matter how strong the wind blows till date, it has never fallen. I thought that maybe there was a thief who had made it fall. Then I went to the side and looked, and there was no one there on the outside of this door, and its latch was also closed. So I opened it too, and saw that there was no one there, but there was no one there too. Then the next day this incident happened to me. It fell as if someone had pulled it downwards, but I set it again by applying wiper, etc. And then after 8 days, my washroom and its window, there is a plant store on the other side of the window. I never leave that window open, so what happened that one day that window was open like this. I have never opened it till date because I used to get scared when I used to go to the washroom at night, and you can see in the pictures that the way it is locked, it cannot be opened even by air. So friends, I will take a small stop. This friend of mine gave the pictures. If you are interested, I will show this in next video. Time passed and I kept having nightmares, so one night at 3 o'clock I was going to the washroom because I had not done any work, etc. My routine is also very bad. I sometimes sleep during the day and sometimes at 3 in the night. I was awake, and as soon as I went towards the washroom, I saw that the window was open again and light passed very fast on the other side of the window, and seeing this I was shocked and I started screaming. Started chanting the name of Allah. At this time I said that this cannot be my illusion. I saw with my own eyes that there was some light type thing sitting there, and it went to the other side and disappeared. There was no one in the plant store either. Come on, no one. He might be a laborer and he might have hit a flashlight etc., but that light was not even from a flashlight. I consoled myself that it must be a laborer who had hit the flashlight. That night I could not sleep and was waiting for the morning. When the sun came out, I called my friend and told him to stay on the call. I was scared, and after that I fell asleep, and when I saw this light, after that the activity started increasing with me, that on the table in front of me the water bottle kept there fell by itself. The cup fell outside. The sink, which is made of kitchen type, I have kept the brush and comb, etc. there itself, so they too may have been ruined because there are a lot of rats here. If rats had been there, I would have noticed it, but in front of my eyes, the bottle would fall from the table, the sanitizer would fall, and the cup would fall. I started consoling myself, and I slowly started getting used to these things. In this way for months past, as I had before. I used to dream that someone was hugging me. I started dreaming that a man wearing a shroud was holding my hand and asking me to save him. Think for yourself when a person lives alone in the desert with no along with this, paranormal activities are also happening, like bad dreams also come, and then when they start coming in the dreams also, then think what will be the condition of this person. And after this, when I woke up from the dream, I got goosebumps, which were my situation at this time, not me. It was 4 o'clock in the night, I had no support. I thought that I should call a friend. How could I console myself if I was clammed down? I called my friend, he was sleeping, and my family too. I was sleeping at home. I was so scared that I couldn't go out. It's completely dark, so the car passes only after a long time. I was thinking of calling a friend and sleeping with him during the call. I couldn't even go out. I woke up and I recited the Quran on the speaker. It gave me some relief, and when the sun came out in the morning, I fell asleep, and then every second or third day, that person used to come in my dreams. Brother, his face was like this. There were embers on his face, and he again came into my dream and told me to save me. I was in the same situation again, and I was getting goosebumps. It sounds easy to say, but it was such a dream that I was very scared. When I woke up at night, it was the same time again. It was 4 o'clock in the night. I picked up the phone at that time and said that I should call a friend. I could not go back to my brother's or Pakistan because I had so much money. He was not there, and then for a month continuously this thing kept happening to me, that he came into my dreams and told me to save me. I used to tell my brother that like this a dead man comes in my dreams and he tells me to save me. What is the meaning of this? If I could, I would have said that you do not offer namaz, although I offer namaz 5 times a day. I said give me money so that I can live in a nice place, or give me so much money that I can go to Pakistan. I do not want to stay here, I am here only because of this. I am staying here because I want to go to Europe, so I was waiting for an agent to get a visa for me so I can go to Europe, so I am staying here. I tried once, but that visa got rejected, so this sequence continued. What happened one day was that I was on the phone, and there was a small slab behind my bed, so I felt as if there was someone behind me. It was noon in the night, so as soon as I looked behind, the same person. The person who was coming in my dream was sitting on the same slip and his height was very high. As soon as I saw him, I left the phone on the bed, and when I went out, it was very dark there too, on the road. But there were no lights etc., neither any vehicle nor any human being, and believe me, I remained outside for 2 hours. I was not able to muster the courage to come back to the room, take the phone, and call my brother. I stayed outside for 2 hours. I sat outside for 2 hours, but not even a single car passed from there. If any car had passed from there, I would have told him to come inside with me. I have to take my phone. I was so scared that I had goosebumps for 2 hours. You think for yourself. You are in a place where there is no human being and the person who comes in your dreams is present in your room. The thought of this gives goosebumps to the human being. My room is at a distance of about 5 kilometers from this on a double road. It starts, and a little further from there you will see Meta, and there you will see some vehicles etc., mostly trucks etc. After 2 hours I went inside while reading the rectangular chair, and I took my phone. I called my friend at 2:30 that night. They were playing, and I said that this scene had happened to me. I narrated the entire sentence to him, and he said that if there was any scholar there then go and tell him. I said that I was telling the brothers, but they were laughing at me, they were not helping me. So he told me to ask the interpretation of my dream from some scholar. I said leave the dream, I have seen that guy in reality. I was telling my brother to give me money or I should go to Pakistan or shift to some other place. I had paid rent for this place twice and now I did not have that much money, so I told my uncle. He was a scholar. My uncle also lives at a distance of 120 kilometers. I told the whole incident to my uncle. So he told me to sit down on the ground and I will do something. I said, what are you going to do? He said to trust me, and then I suddenly became unconscious, and after that I don't know what happened. Then later when I asked my uncle, he said yes, let's call the police. Then I called the police. He said, where are you? When we told him your location, he said, whoever is near your location, we will send them to you. People kept waiting, so I now asked my uncle to tell me what happened. He said, first let this issue be resolved, then I will tell you. As I told you earlier that there is a place near my room where there is a place where there is a gutter-like structure and there is a lot of sand. So when the police came, my uncle told the police that we had not dug this place. So we took all the things for digging from the plant store nearby and we went to this place. Started digging the place, and believe me, there was a dead body lying at this place. My uncle had called the police because maybe someone had committed a murder there, and as far as I think, the Arab who was there was right. The man was not a very scoundrel type, so he had earlier told me that you should not throw garbage on this side. This place on this side has nothing to do with you, you will not do anything here. Looking at this place, I did not think that there could be a dead body here. It is exactly like a gutter. The same dead body used to appear in my dreams. The police continued their investigation. Police used to come here daily for a month, and I could not even leave because I had been under arrest for 5 months. When rent was given, Arabi remained missing for a week, and that plant store was also closed, so I became unconscious. My uncle told me that I had passed you. There were also jinnat effects here, and because of the dead body, there was a jinn hint. While doing so, he took you there. He indicated that there was something here, and that he was an Arab and he was talking in Arabic language. He had called the police for this reason, that is, my uncle was worried that it should not happen that we dig here. Do this and we get hold of the dead body or whatever is there so that the police do not catch us that we have committed this murder. So first, we called the police and then got the dead body removed from there, and then the case continued. I don't know what was the decision and who had committed the murder. I had also told the police that this Arab had forbidden me not to go to this side. When I told him that, the plant store remained closed for a week. I don't know what he did. Whose dead body was it and who was buried there? I have also sent you pictures of this place, so this was my story. If you like it, then please share it in your program. Thank you very much, friends. As I told earlier that the pictures that he has shared with me, I can share my on it next video. See you in some other interesting story. Take good care of yourself, and remember me in your prayers.